What up, everybody? In Power, Kanan told Tariq that you're not a real killer until you kill someone you love. This was Kanan's reply to Tariq when Reek asked Kanan about killing his own son, Sean. Later that night, Tariq set up Kanan to die at the hands of law enforcement by planting Tasha's gun in Kanan's trunk and staging a kidnapping with Tasha and Angela to set Kanan up to die, knowing he would rather die than return to prison. They did this so Kanan would take the fall for Ray Ray's murder, because Tariq made the childish mistake of using Tasha's registered firearm when killing Ray Ray. Obviously, Tariq didn't care what gun he used. He just took the gun from his parents' safe and went hunting. So Tasha was able to convince Tariq that it was either her or Kanan who was going to go down for this. So Tariq made the choice to set his best friend and mentor up to die and take the fall for Ray Ray's murder. Keep in mind, Tariq also had an ulterior motive to take down Kanan. He was the only person who knew where Kanan was keeping his product, and he took all of Kanan's product and sold it himself after killing Kanan before eventually creating a whole new set of problems for himself. At this time, Tariq was going to school at Cho, and a rich kid named Braden Weston was moving the work on campus for Tariq. While at Cho, Tariq also met a young lady named Effie, who was also moving work for Tariq, but she eventually set him up to get expelled so she could take over the business. In Ghost 309, Braden was telling Tariq that he did not want to become like him, that he has seen the change that Tariq has gone through since Cho, and he didn't want to become someone who could kill their own father. I can't help to wonder how long Braden has known this and kept his mouth shut. Getting me to Ghost's murder. When killing Ray Ray, Tariq held the pistol wrong and cut his hand, leaving his blood behind at the crime scene. On top of this, the feds found out that Kanan was in DC at the time of Ray Ray's death. So Ghost started talking about Tariq needs to turn himself in, and the courts will go easy on him for killing the man who killed his sister, and he would be able to help him from Albany. Tariq wasn't feeling this and killed his own dad, because sometimes when you choose this life, it's either kill or be killed. And do you really think Ghost would have been able to help Tariq from Albany? He would have had to still stand in front of a judge and a jury. Not to mention Tate didn't even win the election for governor, so there's no telling if Loretta Walsh would have won either. She might even found a new running mate if Tariq would have turned himself in. The same night Tariq killed Ghost, he also set up Tommy to die at the hands of the Italians to stop Tommy from getting to truth to save Ghost. Tommy survived, but several Italians died in the process. So Tariq did what he had to do, like he always does. But in order to receive his inheritance, Tariq then had to receive a degree from a 4-year university. So Tariq, with the help of Simon Stern, got into Stansfield University, where he meets up with his old running mate, Brayden Weston. Tariq and Braden got back into business together and started working for the Tejadas. The only problem was the Tejadas' oldest son, Kane, was envious of Tariq and started trying to sabotage him. Kane sent GTG member Bars to kill Tariq, but ended up getting killed by 2-Bit. Then Kane followed Tariq to the park where he was meeting up with Jabari Reynolds, shot Jabari, and was about to kill Tariq before Tariq convinced Kane to let him kill Jabari. Season 2, Tariq killed one of Mecca's soldiers in a shootout on the season finale. Tariq opened up Season 3 with a bang by killing Bash for blackmailing him and comparing him to his father. Then Kane told Braden that he needed to kill the Russian boss for him to get the Castillos to work for them. Braden was not able to follow through. He froze up, so Tariq came through and killed the Russian boss to save Braden. This was not the first time Braden froze up when Kane told him he needed to kill someone. He also froze up with Lauren and gave her a bag of money to get out of town. And Kane was going to make Braden kill Bash if Tariq hadn't taken care of the problem for him. It's definitely interesting to think what Braden would have done if Tariq wasn't there, if he would have froze up or not. In my personal opinion, everybody that Tariq has caught, he was just doing what he had to do. and I would not consider Tariq a monster, either though he is going down that path. Getting us caught up to our current timeline, and the Weston Ponzi scheme has been exposed by Rashad Tate, and Lucas Weston has gone into hiding, ready to flip on everybody to save himself. Tariq tells Braden that he needs to take care of his uncle, and what are you going to do for this family? But after this conversation, Braden still wasn't going to do anything. As dirty as his uncle was, he still had love for him, and he's loyal to his family. But then Robert Weston was going to have to take the fall for his brother, and when leaving with the feds, Robert tells Braden that sometimes the hard thing is the only thing you can do. At this point, Braden knew what he had to do: kill his uncle Lucas. So after tracking Lucas down through Kiki, Braden shows up at the hotel Lucas was staying at to talk to him. He tried getting him to sign a paper taking full responsibility and to get him to leave the country. But Lucas had a plan to pin the whole Ponzi scheme on Robert and Kiki and report Brayden and Tariq to the feds for drug dealing. So Brayden did what he had to do and threw his uncle off the roof, catching his first body. And like I said to start the video, you're not a true killer until you kill someone you love. And Brayden achieved that first swing by killing his uncle. Tariq, thinking Brayden would not be able to follow through and kill Lucas, tracked Lucas down himself and was ready to do what he had to do and handle the job like he always does, until he looked to his right and saw Lucas falling from the sky into a car. So I've justified every kill Tariq has made, and I've justified Brayden killing his uncle. But the real question is, now that Brayden got his first taste of blood, will he become a monster? Brayden's character comp is Tommy Egan, and we already know that Tommy is about that life. Tommy, Kanan, and Ghost, all three became so big of monsters that they kill for sport. Not just doing what they had to do or in a kill or be killed situation. These three men were straight savages. Tommy made a special stop in Ohio to meet Holly's nasty uncle before beating him to death with a baseball bat. Ghost was going to grief counseling when he heard about a drunk driver who killed a kid. Well, Ghost himself got drunk one night and stabbed that man to death. But Kanan takes the cake. He brutally killed an old woman who was living in Breeze's apartment for no other reason than he wanted to teach Tariq a history lesson. Now, obviously, these three men have committed numerous murders. These are just the three that stick out to me. Now, keep it in mind how Kanan turned out. Think about how scared he was at 16 years old. Kanan was not a natural killer like Tariq. Watching Raising Kanan, and he hasn't even caught a body yet in 2 seasons. But at some point, he's going to get that first taste of blood, and that's going to be all it takes for him to start becoming a monster. Getting me to the question, Brayden has been scared and not a killer up until now. Will killing his uncle be all it takes to send Brayden down that dark path? And there you have it. What do you think about Brayden's first kill? Leave your thoughts, theories, and predictions in the comments.